person?
Yes, it is.
We're at 1%.
Okay, take this out.
What character, just an incredible character
Okay. Oh, wait a minute.
of how you love.
Anyway, that should be oh, right here. See, if that thing
You need your love right now. This is a tough message this morning.
That's plugged in. That is not charging.
it's not charging, all right. Okay, we have another one. If I pull this out, will that hurt this one? Will that hurt this one?
I don't know.
Let's try.
I'm gonna find out.
Okay, oh, wait a minute, see what that is. Yeah. No, that one.
Okay. Did you pull that one out?
Yeah, that one.
And what did that do?
That's the wrong one. This is the only one. I tell you what.
Amen.
We need another.
It is.
All right.
Yeah, just plug it in.
I hope you all are well this morning. Today, we are going to continue in our series Life
That
is
won't
Good.
come up. Oh, yeah,
Now,
that would-
today is part 8.
Different type of.
Part 8.
Oh, different kind of.
So we prayed. We get started.
Oh, up here.
All right. So,
Bring it up.
some of you know
In the back of
that I am an avid family
We understand.
tree
Let's
researcher.
unplug one of these.
Right? We had discussions, many of you before about family
In the
trees.
end one over there. There's
Ancestry.com,
one that has two plugs in it.
I'm one of those readers, right? About 15 years ago, I was bitten by the genealogy
Go
bug,
ahead.
right? And now it's become a passion of mine and an ongoing hobby of mine. I currently have over 4,700 people on my family
Just got to
tree.
unplug one of the two.
Includes Karen's family, so it's the Berardis family.
Come on, go behind me. Behind me.
Our tree. I love digging in, uncovering family mysteries, right? Making connections, discovering cousins, right? Discovering great
Unplug
grandparents,
either
right?
one.
Also discovering
They're both-
interesting facts about our family, right? Both Karen and I.
No.
I
Let me
have
see what you
found
got.
out
Wait a minute,
for
see that.
example,
See? Oh.
that my
wow.
wife is related to more famous
let's try
people
that.
than I am. She's got the celebrities on her side, right? I've come to find out, we've come to find out that Karen is the second cousin, 6 times removed, of James Fenimore Cooper, right? The famous author.
Take it out?
Pretty good. You lived in Burlington.
Is it charging?
No.
Also found out that Karen
It must be
related
doing
to
something.
the woman who was part of the only witch
Yes, it's
trial
trying.
in
It's trying.
Philadelphia history.
Wow.
I think.
Karen is the 9th great-granddaughter of a woman who was only one of 2 people to be accused of witchcraft in Philadelphia around the same time as the Salem witch trial. Right?
Wow.
Only one trial in history in Philadelphia. Guess what? Karen's ancestor was a part of it. Karen's ancestor was accused of bewitching a cow.
What? Wait a
How
minute.
do you bewitch a cow? What does that look like? Right? Bewitching a cow.
Wow.
We also
not
found
right.
out that the presiding judge in the trial was none other than William Penn, the founder of Philadelphia.
What?
Now, Karen related to Tony. It should be noted that Karen's ancestor was acquitted of all charges. Okay?
Yay.
Judge Penn stated that there was much rumor about her being a witch, but there was no evidence, right? If you read the testimony, it's really comical, some of the testimony that constituted a charge against this woman, right? So anyway, by all of my research, okay, I found out Karen's family is way more interesting than mine, right? All these celebrities on her side of the family, right? However, there was one notable item on my side that I thought was pretty cool too. Right? One day, as I was talking to my daughter-in-law, and we started talking about family names, right? Now, she's telling me some of the surnames in her Italian side of her family, and she told me that her great-grandmother's maiden name was Loma, L-O-M-M-A, Loma, right? Well, my ears immediately perk up because I have Lomas in my direct line as well, right? So later that evening, I go back,
I'm not
run
saying
back to my family tree, and I start researching my daughter-in-law's family. I have her great-grandparents.
I'm not getting it as being live.
And it comes to, I came to find out very quickly that her family, her mom's mother's side, comes from the exact same town in Italy, small little mountain town in Italy, that my dad's family was from. Hey, we thought that was pretty cool. What are the odds, right? My daughter-in-law, same little small town, right? Well, I continued my research, and I found out further that her great-great-grandfather lived just 1 block away from my great-grandfather in Philadelphia. Both men came across to live in Philadelphia about the same time in the early 20th century, right? Well, we thought this was very cool and suspected that the families probably knew each other, right? And come on, you know, they congregate in the same area from the same place. So they probably knew that they were living there, so they hung out in the same general area. We thought that was really, really cool. So I kept digging. Not done yet. I have now come to find out that not only do families know each other, but two, not one, but two of my daughter-in-law's second great uncles married two of my second great aunts.
We're good.
Right? How two sisters married two brothers.
We're good.
This blew our minds, right? To think about this. That in the mid-1800s, in a very small rural mountain town in Italy, two sisters married two brothers, and 65 years later, their descendants moved miles away, to a different country, and 100 years after that, their descendants find each other and get married, right?
That's awesome.
Amazing to think.
That is. That's amazing.
Mind blowing, right? Right? But folks, the story doesn't end there, right? For it's not out of the realm of possibility that my son married a distant cousin, right? The facts are there, we just haven't found the smoking gun yet, right? 9 of the surnames on my daughter-in-law's family tree are from that same small town, are on my family tree in my direct line. The names are all over the place.
That's
okay?
awesome.
They're my names, right? There's a huge probability that if we probably go back 1 or 2 generations before, we're going to find, guess what? My son married a distant cousin, right? Yeah. Folks, it used to happen all the time in these small towns. Cousins married cousins. My grandparents on that side are 4th cousins. Happen all the. You think about it. A little tiny town, you don't have very many options, do you? You gotta marry a distant cousin, right? You gotta do it. That's what they did all the time. It blows your mind. You go back, there are Berardis marriages all over the map on my family tree. No wonder we're so messed up. Right? My cousin, who's a Berardis, okay, she found out, she said, oh, it now starts to make sense. Right? She knows because it's a little weird. Okay? But cousins always marry cousins. When my son and my daughter-in-law found all this out, they thought it was so cool, they ran around the house saying, hey, cuz! You know?
Oh, wow.
My son thinks it's the best thing ever that he married his cousin. Okay? So again, it would be in the 8th, 9th cousin range. It's a distant cousin.
I wouldn't
Still, we're probably cousins. It's really unbelievable to think about, right? All right, so this is a great story, right? A great story. And we're all kind of amazed when we hear these kinds of stories. But folks, it should not surprise us at all. For we tend to forget that we are all related. Amen?
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
Come on, we're all related.
Yes.
Right? That's right. One. We're all of us related. Now, we tend to forget this. Right? We all come from the same human family. We're all part of that same family. Now, many of us will nod in agreement the thought that we're related, as if it was some kind of ethereal, metaphorical way out there. Yeah, we understand that, right? It's just not hyperbole, folks. It's real. Did you know genetics recognizes, proven genetically, all human life descends from a single female. She's called the mitochondrial Eve in genetics. Go study it. Right? All humans are scientifically proven to come from a single female. Now, the science world doesn't think or doesn't agree that she could be the biblical Eve or the Noah's wife. Of course, it was Noah and Noah's wife, right, after the flood, right? But we all know, guess what? That's exactly who it is, right? All humans descend from a single pair of humans. We are family. We're We are family. Amen?
Amen.
We are cousins. We are. It's not hyperbole. It's true. Genetically proven. This is not just some ethereal. This is fact. Okay? Now, get down to business. Now, we all know, just because someone in your family, the family member, that doesn't automatically mean we're going to love, like, get along with, or even tolerate your family member, right? Okay? So that's your family. That's what you got, right? Your family's your family. Just because someone is family doesn't mean there's automatically an affection for that person. We all know that there can be great hostility between families. Some people marry their cousins, and some people treat their cousins very cruelly, right? People can be very, very cruel to their cousins, right? There can be great hostility between cousins. Let's go look at one example in the Bible. We're going to look at the story of Joseph, what happened with his brothers. Okay?
Right, yeah, why is he not moving?
37, and I'll read 27 and 28.
So we don't have the source yet.
This is
But that's all right.
now
No,
Joseph's
he's
brothers.
frozen,
Yeah.
but they can hear
Brothers,
him.
they already stuck him in a pit.
right, because
Okay,
we're
now
also
what
so
we're gonna do
low.
next. They say, "Come, let us sell him, Joseph, he's already in the pit,
Very slow
okay,
charge.
to the Ishmaelites.
Well, it's because it's
And let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh, and his brethren were content." Okay, that's a good idea. Then there passed by the Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted him up out of the pit, and sold
that's why.
Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver.
still
And they
the-
brought Joseph unto
yes,
Egypt.
that's good.
Okay, all right, great story here. Joseph and his brothers sell him into slavery. Remember the story, right? You remember the story. Jacob, grandson of Joseph, had 12 sons. Joseph was the favorite of his father. Remember the coat of colors, all that coat of many colors, right? So after years of enduring special treatment by their father, the brothers are fed up, this guy. Let's get rid of him. They decide to get rid of him by dumping him in a pit and telling the father, "Hey, wild animals tore him apart." Wonderful brothers here, right? Wonderful, right? Your brothers, right? Not even cousins, your brothers. So after thinking about it for a while, the brothers then decide to sell Joseph into slavery. Okay, they feel a little guilty that he's in a pit.
It's
Okay,
frozen,
let's sell him into slavery,
but
make
it's
some
still
money.
recording
Okay.
his vocals.
So they make a deal with the